from our traditional programs into the hybrid with just as far as what makes a good program. So when we look at the overall outline of what I'm planning on going through today, it'll be the traits of a high-quality automotive program in general with a little bit of a tweak towards the hybrid end. And then our implementation of the hybrid vehicle training at our schools, some of the challenges that we encountered. I can tell you from personal experience, Mark's 5 stages of grief have definitely not been limited to technicians. It's also definitely an instructor trait that we have as we've gone through the learning curves for this and continue our learning curves for this technology, and then some of the solutions that we've had to the challenges that we faced, because there is a lot of changes that have to go on the program to actually implement a really high-quality, in-depth training. So one of the big things that when you look at an automotive program in general, which many of your schools probably already have, one of the big things that's really required to have a high-quality program is instructors that have some industry experience. You just can't teach the real-life experience that the people will get from having worked in the field. All of our faculty members have been full-time technicians at some point during their career. We have a fairly young staff as far as the number of years here teaching, so we went through retirement not too long ago, so our guys all have a lot of relatively recent experience. The problem is even with our relatively young staff, none of us had worked on hybrid electric vehicles prior to coming here because they just weren't in large enough numbers or hadn't even been on the market before we came to begin teaching, which is where a lot of that lack of legacy knowledge that Mark talked about starts to fall into place, because it just isn't there for the instructors, just like it isn't there for the technicians. Obviously, you have to have some training on the theory behind the system operation. We are big on making sure that our technicians are not only prepared for the vehicles on the road right now, but have the tools that they'll need in the future to be able to adapt to the new technologies as they come out. We can't simply teach them how the system on the current vehicle works and what the pattern failures are in that vehicle. If we do that, they're going to be more or less obsolete